Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on how to make a sunglass rack. I've had so many requests and questions about my sunglass rack that I decided to go ahead and do a do-it-yourself video so that you guys can go ahead and try and make one on your own. So today we're coming straight from my backyard. It's one of my flowers that I'm zooming in on here. This is what I use to start my sunglass rack. I actually had this for my daughters. This is the privacy, like the Asian style privacy wall, and it's usually like a set of 3, but my daughters had broke it. Let's see if I can zoom out here. So I was like, what can I do with this? You know, I don't want to throw it away. So I had one good piece. That's my dog over there. One of my dogs, I have 3. So I had this, and I figured, let me see what I can do with it. And I'm sure you guys had no idea that that's what I was using, or maybe you did, but you were just like, how did she do it? So let me show you the other supplies you will need for this. So here we have, first off, you need some scissors. Any kind of scissors, small, large. You'll need a glue gun and all-purpose glue. Those are just glue sticks. And then you will need elastic. This is braided elastic, and it's 1/4 inch by 3 yards. And then this is a tape measure here, or you can use a ruler, whichever works best for you. A pen or a pencil, whichever you prefer, and lipstick, of course, because you know you have to look good while you're making your sunglass rack. No, just kidding. It's not lipstick. It's actually a knife. So what you'll need is maybe a razor or a knife or some sort of thing that's sharp so you can go ahead and puncture the holes inside of the sunglass rack. Okay? So, my camera's not doing the best of focusing right now, but bear with me, guys, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, guys, so now you're at the next part where you're going to go ahead and you're going to use your knife or razor, and then you're going to go ahead and use your tape measure, ruler, or whatever works best for you. This here, I have my tape measure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start it right here. And I usually like to just go ahead and measure right in the middle. Hopefully you can see I start with, lift my camera up here. So you can see I have it like that. And what I've done is I've already made the marks. And what I do is I take my knife and I make a mark here, right at the beginning, a mark here at the 1, the 1/2, and a mark here at the 2. So we've got 4 marks that you're going to go ahead and make. And first you start off by just making a small mark, 1, 1/2, and then the 2. Stay in the same line, you know, keep a straight line. And then you're going to do it this way as well. Just put it here and measure it. And then you're going to go ahead and make those same lines for each square that you plan on using. Once you've made your mark, then you can go ahead and go back and make a bigger line, big enough for you to go ahead and thread your elastic through. Okay? And you're going to do that for this one and each one that you're going to go ahead and go through. Okay? So that there is your next step. So for this next step, it's fairly easy. You're going to go ahead and grab your black elastic. Here I just have a piece. Like I said, I've already made my own, so I'm just kind of showing you guys off of this extra piece that I had. I actually planned on throwing this away because it is broken, and you know, it's not the best of pieces. It's pretty messed up. So, yeah. Anyway, so you take your elastic. This is just a piece that I had left over from my other one, but again, I showed you guys the right type of elastic to use. I'll show you again. It's the braided elastic. It's black, and it's 1/4 inch and 3 feet. And all of the supplies that I'm using, I purchased at my local Walmart. You guys can go to like Michael's or wherever. I'm sure they have all these supplies. The only thing that I didn't purchase was the wall, the privacy wall, and I got that so many years ago that I don't even remember. Okay, so anyway, taking your braided elastic, you're going to go ahead and go underneath your privacy wall, or your sunglass rack, and you're going to stick it through there, just like you're sewing. And then you're going to go ahead and stick it inside of the other hole that you made. Pull it through, and then stick it through the other one, and then you're going to push it through. So you just basically sewn it through both sides, just like that. So now you basically got 2 slots to stick your sunglasses in. So what you're going to do at that point is you're going to go ahead and pull your threading or your elastic all the way. You've got this portion here, excuse the hands. This portion here, you want it all the way to where it's like this. It's really hard to tell how much is left because it is black on black, but okay, so now that you've pulled it all the way through on this side, it should look like this in the back. Then you have this piece sticking out, this tab here, and what you're basically going to do with that is glue it down. You're going to get your glue gun, and you're going to just glue this piece down all the way to there. Okay, so I hope you can see there. Once you've got it glued on, it's not the prettiest thing, you know, but you basically want to make sure that it's nice and secure because you don't want it to come out. So I've glued it down here, and I've let it dry, and this is how your first strip will look. And then, once again, at this time you should already have your slit there, and so you go ahead and braid it all the way through, all the way down, and then once you get to the end here, you're going to go ahead and take your scissors, pull it nice and strong, so that there's no, you give it a little bit of stretch. I mean, you don't want to leave too much stretchiness because your sunglasses will be hanging down, but you want to pull it enough so that it's, you know, pretty snug. Then you're going to go ahead and cut with use your scissors and cut here. This is the edge, so it's not hanging over. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to do the same thing right here. And you're going to glue it on. And then, once you're done, you can go ahead and... Okay, so then at that point, here you are. Ta-da! This is my sunglass rack. And basically, I have a lot of glasses missing right now because my husband and myself both were using this. So these aren't all of my sunglasses. But he had some here, and I had some as well. But I have sunglass cases that they're in. Anyway, so yeah, basically you just take your sunglasses out like this. They slide right out. And then they can slide just like that right back in. And obviously this was my first one because I've got all these pencil marks here trying to measure and do all these different things. But you know, it came out perfect. It works great for what I needed it for. And I also made so many rows with this one because this one was still intact. The other one was broken. So what I used it for is I made some all the way down, and I love my Hawaiian flowers that I wear in my hair a lot of the time. So I used these. And basically what I did is this one here is a clip. So this is a clip-on. So I just opened up the clip and I stuck it through, and so this works very well for me. And one of my good friends here on YouTube made this for me. It's gorgeous. So I've got that sitting there too, and I just stuck it through with a comb. And then another best part about this is your earrings can go in there. Now, all you don't even have to make the elastic for this. All you do is you just stick it in. Kind of line it up with the other ones, and you stick it in just like that. And then I'll take my other earring. These I was just wearing the other day. And you just stick it in just like that. Easy as that. And then so for these here that I have, is I put a few because they're not really that straight right now. But because there's enough room. But for the bigger ones, you know, you just kind of do a set here, and then a set here, and so on and so forth. Okay? And so this is my sunglass rack. I didn't even mount it on anything. It's not mounted to the wall. I basically have my makeup storage underneath that I'm not going to show because it's kind of a mess right now. But I have my makeup storage on the bottom, and it's the shelves I got from Office Max, Office Depot, whatever it was. And so it's pushed up against the wall, so then it just sets against the wall perfectly. Just like that. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be doing another one showing you guys how I made my daughter's sunglass rack, which is a little bit different from mine, but it's still an easy way to make a sunglass rack. Okay guys, love you bunches. Thanks for subbing. Mwah.